guys and gals, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com, and thank you so much for watching my video. Well, today's video is a continuation of how to get familiar with the Cheetah Builder inside of Builderall. It's kind of like your go-to Cheetah Builder checklist. So I'm not even going to do an in-depth intro. We're just going to continue with the training. So if you're following this training series and you want to dig deeper into how the Cheetah Builder works, then keep on watching. Again, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Please take just one little moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate that. All right, guys and gals, let's just dive right in. Let's keep on where we left off, and make sure to check out right below this video. I've got timestamps for you to follow, and I've got a playlist, and I've got a link to video 1 in the description box as well, so that you can follow along, so that anytime you have a quick question, you can always refer to this as your go-to Cheetah Builder checklist, so that you know exactly how to use our Cheetah Builder to build these certain things. Now, obviously, I can't teach you how to build everything with a Cheetah Builder, but we are going through the concepts of how to use it so that you can build whatever you want to build inside of the Cheetah Builder. So with that being said, let's dive into my back office.
All right, guys and gals, so let's pick up where we left off. Now we're going to learn all about the panels and the elements, what is in the panels, what is in the elements, all right? So remember, the panel is basically the canvas on which you are building the sections of your website on, okay? So this is like your header section, and in the header section, we've got a panel, we've got a box, and we've got elements. The two elements we happen to have in here are this text element where I've written paragraph text, and in this element, it's also text, okay? And these two elements are inside of this box, but we could very well add any elements inside the box inside of a panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the panel section so that you can see everything that you have available to you. We have so many awesome features in Builderall, it might be easy to miss them all. So I usually work in Builderall with a very focused project in mind. I'm usually in here to build a lead capture page, or maybe a funnel, or a 5-day challenge, something like that. So I know what I'm going to build, and I usually build from scratch, but there's so many awesome things that are already built and done for you that you have available to you in the premium plan. Now, in the Funnel Club plan, you are going to have actual website templates and done for you full-on templates available for you that you're not going to have on the premium plan. But we do have done for you designs that you can leverage that have already been created, and you can find those inside of the panels. All right, so I like to start with a blank panel, and I already showed you that example in the last video. Let's explore the different panels that we have available. So keep in mind what it is that you're trying to build. Maybe you're trying to build a lead capture page. Maybe you're trying to build a membership site. Maybe you're trying to sell your own digital product. So as I go through these templates inside of the done for you panel templates, just keep in mind, hey, yeah, I could use that. I could use that. I could use these certain things to build what I'm trying to build. So right over here, we have an incredible assortment of done for you panel templates. We have first fold templates. So when you open up the first fold templates, you're going to see all the templates that you already have available for you. Now, let's say you are an agency owner and you're building for local businesses. Well, guess what? These restaurant ones, like let's say, for example, you may be building, a website for a local Mexican restaurant. Well, guess what? All these done for you panels are already in here, and that looks really good, doesn't it? So they're already in here, so you can leverage what already exists. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and let's go back. So we have all these first fold panels, and the reason it's called first fold panel, it's because it's above the scrolling area. You see, I'm trying to scroll. You'll see that the screen is shimming a little bit. That's because when someone lands on your website, this is the fold. It's above the area that they have to scroll. So then we have a 3-step thank you page. All right. So let's say, you know, you're building multiple pages inside of your website. Well, you can create a thank you page and it already has the design done for you. And remember, you can always change out the panels in the background. We have animated video panels. We have an ask page that's already done for you, and you can take this idea, okay, and then you can just swap out the backgrounds and the graphics to make it your own. We have business banners. This is great for local business. We have blocks. Also have call to action. Okay, so I'm going to go back when I'm done here, and I'm going to show you how I can literally build out the framework for a website just using the done for you stuff. Here's a checkout page. Maybe you're selling a digital product. The checkout page is already done for you. And then, like I said, all you have to do if you want to use any of these, if you have a branding already established, then you can just swap out those backgrounds and put your own, and you already have that page done. Confirmation email page. Contact page. You have your Google Maps in here. Okay. Let me go ahead and delete that. Let's go back to panels. Let's go back. You have content. So if you just want text, if you just want to write text, or you want an image placeholder. And what I like about this too is if you go through some of these panels, you really get design inspiration, which is something that I really appreciate about it as well. Daily deal is if you have some sort of a product and you have like a flash sale, right? So if you're having a flash sale, boom, you can just put that in here. You want to send a quick flash sale to your list. Well, guess what? You don't like this background? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to right click. Remember what I taught you in the first video? We're going to right click that panel so that the menu for this comes up. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to background settings. I'm going to change out that image. And I am going to select a different background. So let's go ahead and put in a different background. And let's say I want to use this background instead. So then all of a sudden, boom, I just changed the branding on that in just 1 second. Okay. And if I want to, change this out too, I just right click over here and now we're in the button menu. And over here, I can just change that color out. Let's say I want to make it a similar color. Okay. Now let's say, for example, I want to add this color to my palette. I'm going to click the plus sign and it added it to my palette. So now when I come over here and I change this color, boom, all I got to do is that, and that's it. I'm done. Right? And then all you got to do is put in your product image here and then, change out the text over here. And now you have a flash sale page that you can send to your list really quickly if you are selling a product. So let's go ahead and delete this. Let's go back. Let's go to panels and let's go back here. All right. So we also have a downsell page. Over here, I love this one, the frequently asked questions. This is something you really want to have on your website, especially if you have people asking you the same question over and over and over again. Well, guess what? You can go ahead and use one of these templates and you can already have that. Now, let's say you have a bunch of questions. Well, here's what you can do. I'm going to come over here and let me open up my screen so you can see the blue little dot here. If you see this little blue dot here, this is the end of this panel. I can expand this panel and make it bigger. Okay? I can make it as big as I want. Or I can even come over here and I can right click over here, make sure I'm in the panel menu, and I can make it as big or as small as I want just by dragging this over here. Okay, so you can play with these and get it as big or as small as you want. You see? I just made it bigger, or I can make it smaller. Okay? So let's say I've got, 5 questions. I can just go ahead and duplicate this. And then bring this down here. And my little guidelines, remember the guidelines we talked about? That's going to keep me right there. That's going to keep me in line. And if you want to use the ruler, like I taught you in the last video, you come over here. And let's say we want to click on the ruler. Let me bring the ruler here. Boom. And that'll make sure that everything is lined up. And I can see that this is still not completely lined up yet because this box is a little bit further to the left. So I can just go ahead and make sure that all these boxes are flush to over here. And now everything's even. So let's say I have another one. Boom. And I just duplicated that as well. And the edge is right there on my ruler. And everything is now lined up. And I can get rid of my ruler if I want. Okay. All right, cool. So I highly encourage you that when you come in here and play, because there's just so much, I mean, it would be impossible for me to show you every single thing, but go start clicking on each of these things. So let's say, for example, here's the text element. So you go to the right click. So you right click and then you'll see all the different options that you have under that particular thing. You can animate text if you want. You can configure your tags over here. Here's the advanced. You can change the positioning layers. You can even go ahead and save this as an element into your personal. So let's say, for example, you have some sort of logo or text or something that you use over and over and over again. You can just go ahead and just put text example. Okay. And I'm going to save it as a personal element because I use it a lot, let's say, right? So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to my personals. And I'm going to go to my elements because remember, text is an element. So I'll go to element and I'm going to go to text because that's where we filed it under. And then it says text example, right? So now we can drag it in here and it'll give me the exact same thing. So if you see that you are using the same things over and over and over again, you can save panels or elements or boxes into your personal element. So let me go ahead and I'll show you what that means in just a second because I want to go ahead and like I said, I can just get myself into a rabbit hole because there's so many awesome things in here. But we have the frequently asked questions. We have features. Okay. We have the footer. We have these images of a funnel if you need them. We have headers. So let's say, for example, oops, I have a menu that I want to put up here. I can always just go do that. And so now it's here, right? Well, if I right click here, that's going to bring me the menu. Well, let's say, well, this panel's over here, but I really want it to be up here. Well, that's okay because you can move them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll over here and I'm going to say move panels. So I am going to drag this up to here so I can change the order and then I'm going to click on move and you'll see that now this panel is up here instead. So now I have a header. Now let's say, for example, while they're scrolling on the website, I want this panel to stay wherever they scroll. Well, all you have to do is right click over here. And since it is a header, you can make it a sticky header. So let's go ahead and come to fixed and we want it to be active. And if you want it to be active in mobile, you can check that as well. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Now, in order to see the full effect, I'm going to have to add a few more panels just so that it'll allow me to scroll. So let's go ahead and click on add, click on panels. Let's go back and let's go and add maybe a FAQ section. We'll go ahead and add this one. Okay. And now this will give us a good representation. So let me go ahead and preview it for you. Let's click preview. And you see how the menu is sticky? Now it stays up here. That's because I put it to fixed. All right. So let's delete this really quickly. And let me just continue to show you what else we have under panels. Let's return. We also have a landing page. So if you need a quick little opt-in page, you can just go to here. We also have a lead magnet page. So it's very similar to the landing page, except it already has a lead magnet there. So you just go ahead and you can choose that if you want. All your legal pages are here, so you don't have to write all your legal stuff over and over and over again. You have a membership area that you can tap into. We have an offer wall page. I find that this is really awesome. If you're building a membership area, you may want to put like a little thing that says you may be interested in these products too, right? So let me go ahead and just click on this real quick. And see, at the bottom of a membership site, you can add this and say other recommended products or recommended resources. So you can kind of like cross-sell other products or offerings that you have and have them inside of your membership site. So that's one idea of how to use that. All right, so let's come over here. And we have so many more things to choose from. We have opt-in banners. So if you need a quick little lead capture page, a simple lead capture page, the opt-in banners will be your solution for that. We have one-time offer pages. We have pricing tables, which are really, really cool. So you can go over here and boom, add a pricing table. And if you go to my website, you'll see that I have a lot of these things that I use. Let me show you really quickly. Let me go to my website at risemarketingandesign.com. And when I go to Learning Academies, you'll see that all these are pricing tables. These are pricing tables. And I just used a lot of the templates that Builderall already has available for me, which is really cool. So let me go ahead and delete this. Let me go back to panels and let me return. Okay, and then we have a product launch. So let's say, for example, you want to do like 4 teaser videos and then your launch video, you can use that for that purpose. So if you've done like the product launch formula or anything like that, you can just leverage that. Product launch order form. Then you have a reverse squeeze page. You have a share page. Team. Testimonials. I use this one a lot. A thank you page. You got an upsell page. Here's a VSL page. Video sales letter. Webinar broadcast room. This one will really come in handy. Okay. So you can just put in your webinar right here and use our webinar app. And we're almost done. So now we have our webinar confirmation. So after they opt in for the webinar, this is the confirmation page. Webinar indoctrination, which is basically once they opt in, you're going to tell them what they need to do in order to attend your webinar. And then we have a webinar replay page. Now, a lot of these things, if you know how to design or if you already have an inspiration, you can do them yourself. But right in here, Builderall has a lot of them already built for you. All right, so now that we went to panels, let's go through elements really quickly. So we have the text element. We have accordion element. Those are great for frequently asked questions. We have animated elements. So if you need like a bar to tell them like, hey, you're 50% complete from your opt-in process. We got big menus. These are like mega menus. We have your blog elements that you can put inside of any website. I'm not going to go too deep into this because this is all the blog stuff. You can come in here and check that out. And you can build your blog with Builderall as well. Here's a booking calendar. I love this. Check this out. Let me go ahead and before I do that, let me just add a quick panel. So let me just add a blank panel. Let me go back to elements and drop a booking calendar in here. So I dropped the booking calendar and it's going to pick from the calendar where I already created my booking calendar. But let's say I want to do my 30-minute discovery call. Actually, I don't do 30-minute discovery calls anymore. I only do 1-hour coaching sessions on a very, very exclusive basis. So I can go ahead and click on save and boom, it'll put my calendar in here. How freaking cool is that? So if you got Calendly, You can just cancel it, to be honest. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. All right, love that booking app. Then we got the boxes, buttons, okay? So your buy now buttons, etc. And we have a super checkout. The super checkout will connect to the products that you create in the super checkout. And if you don't have a product yet, you can go directly to this form and click on a link and it'll take you to the super checkout to create your product. So it's super duper cool. Here we have a contact form. Here we have your email marketing form. So that's your opt-in form and that connects to your mailing boss. We have photo galleries that you can put in here. We have a Getresponse integration. An iframe, that's going to become like one of your best friends. So if you want to embed videos, if you want to embed HTML, if you want to embed an affiliate banner that is HTML code, you're going to use the iframe to do it. So you can just drag and drop the iframe into a panel and enter your code and boom, it will appear with the iframe. Now, somebody had asked me this question. How can I put two images on top of each other? So let's go ahead and let me show you how to do that real quickly. Let me go to panels. Let me add a blank panel. And let me get rid of this. So as I told you in the first video, Cheetah is both pixel perfect and it is responsive. So on the desktop version, you can go ahead and you can add an image here. And we can duplicate this image. And we can literally leave it right on top of each other. And it'll stay there. Where can you do that? Where can you cannot do this in WordPress. You want to even layer it again? You can do it again like this. You can put it wherever you want. You can even change it out like this and give it a little design and rotate them a little bit. Okay? And they will stay just like that on that panel. How cool is that? Now, what I should have done is I add a box. So let me go ahead and add a box because you want to put these in a box to contain them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up this box real quick just so that I can stick these frames. Remember I told you what that little blue highlight means that the element is inside the box. So let me go ahead and bring these in just so that I can move them around. See, they're all in there now. And now I can move the box anywhere and the images are in there. So let me go ahead and open this up and let me open my screen just a little bit. So now I have this box, right? And now I can put these images however I want. I can maybe duplicate this one. Okay? So now you have some cool little, little cool design here. Like if you want to add little pictures of food or, photos of you at an event or whatever, now you can give it like a design. You cannot do this in WordPress. You cannot do this without CSS coding. You cannot do this, okay? Now, while we're here, I'm not going to go too deep into the mobile, but I want to show you, well, how would you fix this in mobile? Because someone had asked me the other day, I want to, the mobile behaves a little bit differently than the desktop. I feel like the mobile may be a little bit clunky because you are on the desktop having your cake and eating it too. You're having pixel perfect and responsive. But in the mobile, we have to kind of like compromise. So when I click on over here, okay, I click on the mobile, you're going to see that now these photos are going to align and they're not going to really be like they were before. They're not going to be like that cool, like overlapping design like that. They're gonna be like on top of each other instead. Okay? But when you go to desktop, boom, they're gonna be just like you had them. How cool is that, guys and gals? You cannot do that in WordPress. You cannot do that without CSS coding, but you can do it with the Cheetah Builder inside of Builderall. You have complete and total design freedom, and I absolutely love that. All right, guys and gals, so let's hurry up and close this out. So you also have lines you can add. You also have lists. So if you want to do like bullet points, you want a quick little formatting already done for you, you could do that. The magic form is a Builderall exclusive feature, which helps you generate a lead inside of the Builderall system, and they end up being inside of your Builderall back office. This is ideal for affiliates. If you want to learn more about the Magic Form and you want to be an affiliate for Builderall, there is training in the knowledge base on the Magic Form. But that's really a Builderall affiliate exclusive. And then we have menus, which you'll use a lot. You can add menus anywhere you want in a page. And this is a timed menu, so it will release different objects inside of a menu through timing. I'm not going to demonstrate that right now because that would be like a whole different video. But if you have some sort of where you want to do a timer on a menu where day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, it starts to appear on a time basis and you want to drip content, you can do that with the dripping menu. A rotation banner is a really awesome feature as well. Let me go ahead and return. Let's add a panel real quick. And let me go ahead back to the element and let me show you the rotation banner. So we're going to add a rotation banner into here. And let me go ahead and extend this panel so that I can fit this element in here. Actually, let me delete this text real quick. And I'm going to right click here. Like I told you in the beginning of the video, we're going to start to, as I'm going through these videos, some of the things are going to sound familiar to you, right? Because all you have to do is right click here. And I'm going to go ahead and change this out. And I'm going to make that white. And now I'm going to say, okay, I want to move this thing over here. Okay. And now each one of these represents one of the panels. So this is the 0 panel, this is the 1 panel, and this is the 2 panel. And you can add whatever you want inside of these panels. Okay. Now I'm not going to go into how to customize them or anything like that right now. But just know that we have these awesome panels and you can put anything from videos to images and testimonials, all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, you're just honestly constrained by your creativity. All right, so we're almost at the end of what you have available to you here. We have social bars. Okay, so you can add your social bars over here. We have countdown timers or scarcity timers, however you want to call it. You can add videos, and we have for YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, Vidello. And let's say you use something else. Let's say you use a completely different hosting. Well, then you would use the iframe, okay? You would use the iframe to put in the HTML. So that is another way that you would use the iframe if you want to embed a video that we do not have inside of the video app. And then finally, we have a video gallery, which is basically a highlight of some videos that you want to select on your page. I'll show you how that works on my website. So if I go home over here and I scroll down, you'll see that these are my training videos, or these are the highlighted videos that I have. And then I just customize this. You can subscribe to my channel, or you can go ahead and learn more. Okay. So that's pretty cool. That's another cool feature there. All right, guys and gals. Well, that is it for the panels and the elements. And I also showed you how to add things to the personal when I showed you that example with the text. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all of this, and I'm going to show you how you can literally build the framework for a website in just a few clicks. Now, of course, this is not going to be your done website, but this is the framework. Okay, so let's set a timer. Let's have a little fun. So let me go ahead and click on start, and let me go here. timer? Where's my timer? Where did it go? Ah! All right, there it is. Where is it? Here it is. It took a minute. Okay? So it took a minute to do that. Anyway, I don't know where the heck my timer went. Where'd it go? So anyway, it took a minute to just put the framework together, okay? Now from here, all you gotta do is customize it. Obviously, you can do that, you know, but what I'm saying is you have everything you need to build whatever you need in Builderall, and that's basically the point. All right, so in the last video, I am going to share a few more tips and tricks and how to tweak certain things so that you can get through editing the mobile version even faster. So let's close out the video.
All right, again, guys and gals, I hope that you found that helpful. If you have not started using Builderall and you're just kind of like watching this video, kind of thinking about maybe using our platform to build your business online and you haven't taken the plunge already, if you want to take a risk-free 14-day trial, all you have to do is click on the link right below this video inside of the description box, and I will take you through a 7-day follow-up series that will kind of give you a crash course on what Builderall is, how to use Builderall, how to become an affiliate with Builderall if you're interested, how to use Builderall to build your business and all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out if you want to align with someone who has experience using the product and is a product of the product. I'm one of the top affiliates, and I use the product for my business as well. Been using it for 3 years and still going, so I kind of know a little bit about the platform. So if you want to partner with me inside of our digital marketing team and you want to align with me as your sponsor, then I would go ahead and activate that 14-day free trial by clicking on the link in the description box right below this video. All right, guys and gals, well, hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted the next time that I upload a video to my YouTube channel. So with that being said, this has been Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingandDesign.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another video. Bye.